Hey, everybody, welcome back to Z Frequency. I'm Andy Z. Um, Thank you all for engaging so much. All the comments and likes, I genuinely appreciate it. Just trying to get the word out there, really. I'm not selling anything. There's nothing, just trying to get the word out there. Again, I really appreciate you guys interacting. All right, so let's talk about a couple of things that have shown up in the last couple of days here. First things first. Okay, when asked about the White House registering aliens.gov, the White House spokesperson Anna Keller defends to stay tuned with an alien emoji. Now, um, I'm hesitant. We're not going to probably get anything good on this. And honestly, if if they make this about illegal aliens, I'll spit. I'm like, it better be about ETs. I feel like alien is such a harsh term for ETs, so maybe it's better if they. But apparently, there is alien.gov or aliens.gov is now an officially sanctioned website. So hopefully, we'll get something. It will be, probably blurry videos and you name it, but it's something. It's not accountability, but it's something. So hopefully that's something that we can look forward to. I've noticed even if we get a little something, there's a lot of people that need to hear from the government that there's life aside from us. There just are. So we may not be happy, but we have to think about the collective of society. So we have to think about the people that, are Bible fearing, conservative people that just do not believe in aliens because that's what they grew up believing. It's going to take these people a long time to kind of work their way up to the craziness where we all are. It's not. It's probably not going to be as hard hitting as we want it to be, but we do have to think about the collective and how that works for all of us. Because once those people that are at the bottom start raising up, things start really changing. So I'm still hopeful. And if it's about illegal aliens, I'll start a protest. Probably not, but it would be annoying. Okay, so here's the next one I want to go to is this is that gray area monarch again, and I've been interacting with him a little bit on Twitter, and I really like this guy. He's taken a really bad situation, a really bad circumstances that he was born into this program, basically the Monarch program, and is really speaking out on it. It'd be great to follow him to get information. He's he's a brilliant guy. He's got a lot of stuff. I don't want to say stuff, inventions that he's working on that are really impressive. So he's a brilliant guy. He really is just speaking out. So there's a lot of people that we see that are in the political narrative that are muddying the waters, I would say. Or there's people that are coming out and they're giving half truths, but then they are controlling the narrative. And these are the kind of people that exactly I've been talking about, where these are disinformation people, like they are controlled opposition. So Gray said incorrect information about Monarch being spewed, and we have Flynn Association, meaning General Flynn, of course, from Alex Jones and Candace Owens and so many more. These people all have a background that makes them likely assets, perhaps unwitting assets. So those people, we have to take their information and we have to pick it apart. Oh gosh, I'm getting an attack again. Sorry, sorry, they're attacking me. Okay, we have to take these people and we have to pick apart their information piece by piece and use our discernment with each piece of their information. So a lot of this stuff will be true. I mean, a lot of this stuff is true. Alex Jones has been what a lot of people think is a pioneer from the beginning. Um, you know, uh, I think he's definitely he's helped to awaken a lot of people, but I also think um, there's there's a certain responsibility somebody has then, because people will then be loyal because you change their way of thinking, so they start to take on his logic. Same thing with Candace Owens. Like, is she talking about Monarch? She is, but she's not being all the way truthful about it. She may be trying to portray ignorance, like she just doesn't know. But there's been a lot of problems with all of it. Same thing with General Flynn. He was initially when he first came out, I was thinking, oh my gosh, he's telling the truth. What is going on here? But he's also supposedly very much a programmer for Monarch. So all these people that are giving you some truth, we just have to take the truth, and the rest of it, use your discernment and push it away. So it's a very, very slippery slope right now. And it is so slippery because they are desperate. So the desperation's there, which means we are in a good position. So it's treacherous spiritually, and they're really good at getting our attention. And that's where really our attention and our focus is what they need in order to keep this going. So stay focused on the truth if you can. Look at the lies and say, don't want it, and then stay focused on your truth. So, okay. Speaking of staying focused on truth, I'm just going to add this one here right quick. My good old buddy.
And it can change people is God. And the phenomena can change you inside. But there ain't going to be no change of humanity without having some spiritual thing come in and change us from the inside out there. And that's what's coming. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. They can squeal and squirm and try to make it look negative and ugly all they want, but it's not going to stop what's coming, according to her. And in the book of Revelation, in the very last chapter, it says, when the armies surround Israel on all four sides, that he's coming back to fight the battle and rid the world of evil. And then there'll be a time of peace, 1,000 years. And that's what the lady told me. Same thing.
Okay. Well, and you know what? I don't want to say it like that. I really believe that Chris Bledsoe is not aware that he's being deceived, just like the Monarch program, just like Gray was talking about. These people are completely mind controlled. They believe the things that they're saying because they believe they happened. This guy is sweet as pie. My God, he is just, he's calm and he's nice to listen to. He's the perfect person to be an asset, because people are going to like him, plain and simple. And so he's saying, oh, God, the message here is don't worry about it. God's got it. That's not what it is. I hate to say it, but we have free will. We have free will. So it's not up to God. It's up to us. So, I just want to point out a lot of these people are going to be very likable, very likable. And he is very likable, and I feel bad for him. I really feel terrible for him. His kid's annoying, but I feel bad for him because he seems like a really nice guy that's just being used. When somebody's touting hanging out with the CIA and NASA people, and he's got inside information with the government, that means he's part of the government. He's not a spiritual. He's being used. So just keep it in mind. I know I'm always going on and on about the Bledsoes. I'm really concerned about the people that aren't aware, the people that we were just talking about to begin with, the people that need, the government to come out and say things, these are the people that will fall into a trap like that. So it concerns me, and they don't understand that they certainly haven't been in this for as long as we have, where it's been in and out nonstop. You've got people that you believe, people that fall out, people that change their sides. It's an ever-changing landscape right now. And I'm worried about the people that are not even in this at all, that have not been awoken on their own. The people that are waiting, or the people that have to have it come from the government, that will just believe everything the government says because this guy's part of the government. So then what are they going to do with those people? So I just want everyone to be able to make the right decision on their own, make your own decision, but be fully knowledgeable about what you're doing. So, okay, now I've got something that's a little more fun. Well, yeah, no, it's fun. Okay, hold on.
Scientists in Yunnan, China have discovered a species of mushroom known as Lanmoa asiatica that when consumed causes 90% of subjects to hallucinate thousands of little tiny guys. Not just any guys, clowns, fairies, elves, and gnomes. That's serious. Now initially they thought that the reason these hallucinations happen is because of cultural perceptions about the mushroom in China. In other words, the suggestibility of hallucinogenic experiences causes people who expect to see little guys to see those little guys. However, the same species of mushrooms, Lanmoa asiatica, has also been found in Papua New Guinea and the Philippines, and the same experiences have been noted despite no cross-contact between cultures. This heavily suggests that there's a chemical compound out there that causes you to see little guys, hundreds of little guys, and we have no idea what chemical it is or why it happens. Now, if we consider the world to be as we perceive it, that means that little fairies and gnomes and goblins and fucking little guys are kinda real. So, yeah.
Okay, so I personally like this because I've got some fairies outside that I don't want to say terrorize my dog. She loves playing with them out there, and they love playing with her. And the other day, actually, I think they were trying to move in, like move into the house, and she was right at the door doing the same stuff that she does outside. And I was like, no, 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 no. You guys have to stay outside. I really love you here, but you got to stay outside. And it's funny because it's not every day. So there's some days that she's out there. She's barking at the floor. It's composite. I have composite boards. So, and there's a carport underneath, like my carport is underneath. So there's nothing underneath these boards. It's not like something's tunneled in. It's that thick. So she's completely barking, playing with something in these boards. And some days they're just not there. Some days they are, and she's on it. So I thought that was funny. And it's funny that there's a mushroom that gives you like a compound to where you could potentially see all of them. And I've seen lights here, and I've seen legs of a fairy before. And I saw a blue, like a really pale, tiny blue light before. Yeah, no, I'm happy that they're here. I know they can be a little mischievous, and I'm happy that they've stayed outside. They were trying to push the boundaries a little bit the other day, and I was like, no. So anyway, just a fun little thing to make us a little happier. I've got another good thing too. This is a random personal victory. I got my dad a copy of Kathy O'Brien's Transformation of America, which if you haven't read that and you're wondering about how MK Ultra and the Monarch program works, she really, the way that she's laid that out, it's almost like when it was published, it was almost like a prophetic text, because she said, this is who's going to be the president for the next few years. It's rough to read. It's really rough to read. But this is a great step for my dad, because I think, and my dad's pretty psychic, but he was also a detective, and the psychic part got beat out of him when he was little. He would see ghosts. And my grandma, who also was psychic, but she was very, very religious, she was like, "Oh, get out of here. You're lying. You're lying." But she also would, I mean, she could see demons. She also, this is a funny story. So at my grandma's funeral, I'll say my mama is who it was. My mom, the priest said, Flossie had a really close connection to God. And he told the story about how they needed like $28.25 to finish this playground that they were building. So they were waiting on the $28.25, and my grandma gave him a check and said, "God told me to give this to you," and it was exactly the amount that they needed, $28.25. So it kind of runs along that line in my family. It runs along my mom's side too a little bit, but and my dad, when he was little, they had an aunt that lived with them. They didn't tell my dad that she had passed away. He was really little, like 4 maybe. And they went to his funeral, or they went to her funeral, and his older sister stayed home and watched him. And he said that Aunt so-and-so came and said goodbye to him. And he described the outfit she was wearing. It was the same outfit that she had in the casket. And he's had a couple other experiences. I won't keep going with that, but he's a little more open, but he's very logical, very analytical. He was a detective by trade. So him kind of reading Kathy O'Brien, I think, is a really exciting. That's a good segue. I'm like, this is the perfect little segue I can get to start, kind of opening his mind a little bit at almost 80, but we'll get there. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. If you have anything you want me to cover, feel free. You can email or leave a comment, and I will be happy to cover it. And remember, we're sovereign beings, and this is a really tricky time. So keep your discernment up. Keep it up. Bye.